Hi, everyone. This is David Stroud with Fairway Mortgage, and today I'm joined with Chasen Booher with Prestige Partners at Corliss Realty. Today, we're talking a little bit about what you as a homeowner can do when trying to sell your home. So when you're trying to list your house, what are some of the most important things that you can do with your time and your resources to get the most as you're looking to sell your home? And so, Chasen, I know you're an expert at this. Could you please share with us a few things that homeowners can do?
Sure, I'd be happy to. After starting my career with primarily a listing company, I did over 150 in my 4 years. So I got a little bit of experience at this and had a lot of questions that I kind of felt that I brought to you. So one of the things that is a big one that we talked about was number one, and I've got 5 things we're going to talk about here, is talk to your lender. Check to see if your loan policy has any prepayment penalties, but also you can get your loan payoff too. So that way you kind of know where you're at, where you're going to net at the end of the sale. Number 2 would be updating the condition of the property. And most people don't realize that 3 things that really basically justify a home price is price, location, condition. If any one of those things is kind of out of alignment, then the price is going to suffer just a little bit. So outside condition would be just pulling up to the property. What kind of curb appeal does the house have? You know, as it look, is it weeds pulled, the yard mowed, things like that. 2 would be the inside. So declutter. So removing as much of the personal items as possible, removing the pictures, especially family pictures, and that way people can see themselves in the house. And 2, do a walkthrough as a guest, or also have somebody come over as a guest just to see what things you're missing that you may see every day and just kind of forget about, like the broken baseboard or something else you may not see all the time, a little hole in the wall. That way you can get the top dollar for your property. The other option would be to hire a stager. A stager may help with getting the house looking like a model home. If you've ever seen a model home, they always look really nice, simple, very, very clean. The third thing would be know your time frame. A lot of times people don't realize how long it takes in a real estate transaction to sell a house, whether it's a 30-day close or a 45-day close, depending on the situation. So that way you kind of know where you're at. And if you have to make it shorter, then you may have to drop the price a little bit just to get things to move faster.
Makes sense, right?
Number 4 is get your paperwork together, whether it's surveys, home warranties of the house, utility bills, anything that's pertinent to the house that the buyer may want. And last but not least, number 5 would be hire a professional. Interview as many agents as possible, but the big thing the agents will help with is basically getting the documentation, making sure that you're legal and safe so that there's nothing that comes back to you later on. Finding somebody who's going to fit with you, and, personality-wise, things may not fit. So find one that fits for you and has the experience too. That's a good one.
Right. Yeah. Your best friend who just got licensed might not be the best person to choose for your house. Might help your relationship, but yeah, that makes total sense.
Or hurt. It might hurt too. So
yeah, that's true. If the deal goes bad, then, they suggest to be careful about doing business with friends and family because you never know. But
right.
Well, a few quick questions if I could then, Chasen. So we talked about staging your home, and also before that you talked about looking at your home with kind of new eyes. So looking at it from the perspective of a guest, that's hard for a lot of people to do. And so that you mentioned the last step, which having a professional. That's why I think you want to have that realtor come into your home and to really see things from a different perspective, see things the way that the buyer would, because they've worked with so many buyers, hopefully.
Right.
And so they can see that. And you also mentioned a stager. So maybe you don't have the most up-to-date artwork on the walls, or maybe you don't have the furniture, just the feng shui is a little bit off. And so maybe having someone come to stage the home is a good idea. Do you have recommendations? I mean, is that just something you're suggesting, or can you maybe recommend that to someone if they need that?
I could recommend people that if they contact me, I can let them know who I've worked with, depending on what their budget is. Sure.
Okay, that's good to know. All right. And of course, I always like the idea of number 1, speak with your lender to find out what's going on. More than likely, you just need to look at your most recent statement from your mortgage and get an idea of what you're going to, I think, what you're going to expect to net from the home sale of your home. And what you need to net in order to purchase that next property. So yeah, I think it's a great place to start so you can get the numbers all set up. I loved it. Thank you so much. Very informative. Hopefully it was helpful to those that are watching this. If someone wants to contact either of us, I'll go ahead and I'll include our contact information in the description below. But if someone has questions, please guys, send us a message, make a comment, and we'd be happy to answer those questions for you and help in any way. Chasen, is there anything else that you were kind of thinking you'd wanted to add?
Sure, and they can reach out to me and get how to get your home listed guide, and also a home staging guide preparing the house for photos. So it shows really well.
Oh, that is wonderful. Thank you. There's not enough people who have that. I've seen so many times where, I'd wish they'd taken pictures on and they post their house online with an iPhone, but so often it's like, oh, it's really bad lighting, or that's, that's
Right.
not good. So that's really great. Thank you so much.
Thank you, David. I appreciate your time.
All right. Have a good one. Bye.